Don't worry. Anyway, what about you, fourth young lord? I will never forget this humiliation. Welp. At least close the door when you leave. That's all I had to say. Is there anything you want to talk to me about? No. Thanks for the drink. There is one thing I'd like to ask, though. I get how good your bone contraction mystical arts is, but was there a reason you used it to meet us? You don't seem like the type to test or prank people. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well then, good night. It really has been a while since I've come across someone so hard to read. And he has a familiar scent. Is he perhaps also? Young master, the carriage is ready. It's fine. I have things to think about, so I'm going back alone. How dare a mere penal law hall master threaten a young lord of the divine cult? He's wrong if he thinks I'll just let this go. Xiaoyang, you're going to receive a return present soon enough. I'll make sure that no one will get in the way. I'll be slow and precise. He looks at that bloodthirst in your eyes. You seem ready to kill someone right now. Who's there? Come here, brother. Let's have a drink together. The penal law hall master is a bit annoying, but he sure is good at making alcohol. What is he planning? Is he going to do something here, in the penal law hall territory? Don't be so worried. I'm just offering a drink to celebrate being freed from interrogation. Sit. I don't know when it began, but I get so irritated just listening to his voice. All right. Was it ever since he took the internal enlightenment facility master from me that evening? That's when my plans all began going awry. But let's calm down. He's just one of my prey. So, what did you want to talk about? Nothing much. It just felt like we never had a proper conversation. We've talked a lot. As kids, at least. Did we? It feels like we never had a proper conversation after growing up, then. So, do you intend to continue acting like this? Why do you want to make life hard for yourself? Ha! You're not asking because you really want to know, are you? Isn't it obvious? All 7 of us siblings must fight one day. No, the moment we became the demon lord's disciples, we became enemies too. That's when the fight began. Why are you even asking this? Sure, we have to fight, but there's no need to kill, is there? Did you stop me just to have this kind of conversation? No, I just wanted to hear what you're thinking. For now, at least. You'll know if you look at the royals of this land. The fate of the royals who were unable to become emperor lived pitiful lives. It's almost better to be dead. It's not any different for us. In order to avoid that kind of fate, you have to kill even your siblings to become the ruler. Is that what you're afraid of? Do you want power, or are you killing because you're afraid of being killed? I'm losing my appetite here. If you called me just to ask questions like that, I'm leaving. I meant what I said to the penal law hall master. I don't want to live a life of fighting and chaos. What are you going to do? Are you going to try to assassinate me again? What if I said yes, huh? I'll leave it to chance, then. Things won't go your way, though. So, what's your answer? If there's no point in lying, then I'll give you this answer. I will make sure to kill you one day. Ha! Another ambush. I won't fall for it twice. What are you doing? You said you're gonna kill me one day. You think I was going to let you go after hearing that kind of answer? I will kill you here, right now. Are both the young lords gone? The 4th young lord didn't seem like he was going to heed my warning. The cult won't be shaken by incidents created by someone like him. But the 3rd young lord. I don't know how he will act. Hall master. It's the 3rd guard captain. Come in. It's urgent. Hall master. What is it? Apparently, the 3rd and 4th young lord are fighting. What? Already. Since I attacked first, I'll let you have the next attack. Come at me. Xiaoyang, how dare you? Underestimate me. Your martial arts technique sure takes a while to get prepared. That's why you can't respond accordingly to an ambush. You've made a mistake. Qua. I'll kill you, Xiaoyang. You can try. Humph. You're rather arrogant, brother. How are you going to kill anyone with a technique like that? Kook. Or, as expected of a disciple of Li Chansang. He's definitely stronger than the Berserk Demon Squad leader. I'm sure he'd be able to kill Eui Hungrian within 10 turns. It's not that I can't beat him. But the poison from earlier is getting in my way. I won't be able to end this fight until that's taken care of. Xiaoyang. You bastard. Your tone is rather disrespectful, as if you deserve respect. I'll destroy that calm demeanor of yours. You've got to be faster than that. Waff. How are you going to do anything when you're this slow? TCH. You arrogant bastard, just die already. Quaff. Ha. Where did he go? Right here, brother. I'll show you just once, so open your eyes wide. This is what footwork should be. Do you get it now? Heaven elevation technique. Kook. How? I didn't see his movements at all. Alright, that's enough. The dynamic between 9 heavens contraction divine steps, heaven elevation technique, and dark shadow demonic art is pretty good. I was rather certain, but I didn't have the chance to check in a real-life situation. I'm sure about it now. You arrogant little, how dare you use me to test your martial arts? Don't expect your death to be a peaceful one. I told you. It's no use. This kind of attack won't work on me. Don't you get it even after seeing my footwork? Kakik. Xiaoyang. You haven't changed at all. You're still looking down on me. You've always looked down at everyone, you never had the chance to look up. Up. Kohahaha. You've fallen for it. This is the biggest form of snake shadow poison palm. Well then, can you dodge this one too? Why don't you try with that stupid footwork of yours? Kohahaha, the poison of the poison palm will be absorbed into the injuries I made in your torso earlier. You won't survive this one. Because I poured in all of the deadly poison. Now die while struggling from the poison, Xiaoyang. I need to get out of this as soon as I can. Here I go. Ichem. He disappeared. Young master. Young master. Help. I feel like my body's burning. Please save me, young master. Please. MANHWA. Why are you here? The poison penetrates through my skin and injuries even if I hold my breath. To think he's been hiding such a monstrous technique. I need to get out of this as soon as I can. Here I go. Ichem. He disappeared. Young master. Young master. Help. I feel like my body's burning. Please save me, young master. Please. MANHWA. Why are you here? You're recovering from a serious injury. You shouldn't be moving around yet. Oh, Kook. What the fourth young lord, it was you pretending to be MANHWA. Ho ho ho. What is it now? Long time no see, Chunhajin. Secret Emin Queen. How are you here? Now that your hands and feet are gone, it's time for your head. Hands and feet. What are you, mode, huh? My hands. My feet too. How? This place. I was. Kiki. How pathetic. Look at you struggling in the snake shadow poison palm's illusions. It's a shame I'm the only audience. Your arrogance is always getting you into trouble. I'll kill you right here like you said you'd do to me. You might come back and be a nuisance if I don't make sure to kill you here. So, die. Xiaoyang. Kohuk. How? How did you escape the illusion? You had completely fallen for it. Yeah. Looking at that disgusting face of yours was like a splash of cold water. Is this the secret martial arts technique you've been hiding all this time? It's just as cunning and wicked as its wielder. Did you think you could attain power with this kind of petty trick? Kook. I've completely eradicated your snake shadow poison palm from my body. This is all thanks to the poison you put in me earlier. I trained my tolerance when I was an assassin so that I would never fall to poison. Thanks to that, I was able to quickly escape the fourth young lord's illusion. I'm thankful for all the training I did to detoxify the blood parasite. Kook. What the hell are you talking about? You need to be on the level of the demonic elders to be able to detoxify my snake shadow poison palm. Even then, it's impossible to do it so quickly. It did take a bit longer than I expected, but it's not really an accomplishment worth mentioning, brother. However, you have indeed created more trouble for me than I expected. So, I'll show you what real demonic arts are. What? The true opening up of the dark shadow in demonic art underground prison spirit guard gateway. Ninefold resilient calamity blade technique, first form, 6 consecutive hellish winds. What is this? My body is being ripped to shreds. He's ripping apart my Serpent King demonic arts core energy barrier like it's just a piece of paper. He's not even moving. Move, you damn body. Run and behead that arrogant bastard. Kowa. I'll kill you, Xioriang. You're done. Heaven-splitting triple slash. Any last words? Of course not. What would you have to say? This is what it's like to die. The lives of humans disperse away meaninglessly like the smoke of the tobacco you always smoke. Die. Me. Goodbye. Stop. What is this formless energy? I recall you agreeing to not cause any further trouble. Third young lord. I cannot watch this any longer. Put your sword down this moment. Avoid capturing object. A skill that allows you to control the movement of an object without touching it. It's a skill that requires advanced martial arts knowledge. Is it the penal law hall master? I can't stand having this bad taste in my mouth. Why should I be nice to someone who wants to kill me? The penal law hall master. He's so unpleasant. Because you're still in our territory. Even if you are the young lords, I cannot accept you fighting here. It seems like you don't know your place. Do you want us to tremble in fear of the penal law hall regardless of our status? Sorry, but that's not something I want to do. What are you gonna do about that? He broke the inner energy chain in just one attack. Do you intend to antagonize the penal law hall? Can you take responsibility for that? Responsibility. That's something you should be taking. He's fast. The depth of his demonic energy is comparable to that of the Supreme Peak, but his demonic arts skill doesn't live up to it. But this skill is different. His speed and movement are on par with mine. Ninefold resilient calamity blade technique, second form. Of ultimate endless path. What? This blade technique. This merciless blade energy. It's hot. I've used up too much inner energy. If he uses a stronger demonic art next, I won't survive it. Why isn't there another attack? Someone as skilled as him wouldn't miss this chance. Damn it. I wasn't his target from the start. Third young lord. Stop. I've thought about it. And I think you should also lose everything you have. An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. Blockage for blockage. Despair for despair. I've destroyed the core of the poison that was above your energy core. Your muscles have gotten small and weak. That's because you were maintaining your muscles through mystical arts instead of training your body. That is the limitation for having raised your martial prowess with only illusions. You won't die right away, but you will be bedridden for several years. Of course, even if you were to recover, you'll have to start your martial arts from the very beginning. I'll send you some medicine and acupuncture needles. Hall Master. Are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Alright, alright. You can arrest me. Aren't you gonna say anything? Right, won't you unlock these before talking? My wrists aren't feeling so good in these. I'm not going to run away anyway. You're currently being imprisoned. That means you're a criminal, even if only temporarily. So, I cannot comply with that request, of course. I don't know how you heard it, but I meant it when I said things would get difficult. You're so narrow-minded. Be it as the penal law hall master, or as an individual, you don't want any conflict within the cult. That's why you became a mediator, no. This is really annoying, that's right. There won't be any more conflict now, right? Am I wrong? There needs to be more than one person for conflict to arise, but Hong Yuemun is now incapacitated. So, your offer no longer stands. Either way, the situation right now is what you wanted. So why are you here saying that things are more difficult now? He broke the prohibited sea iron so easily. If I didn't have any respect for you, I would have run out of here before you even got these handcuffs on me. I think I've done everything I could to be patient considering my status as third young. Master. What are you going to do if I don't release you? I didn't think you were someone to drag out conversations with meaningless theoretical situations, but I guess I was mistaken. Can I leave now? I'll keep an eye on you. Sure, but do not get in my way. I do not want to become enemies with the penal law hall. You're really confident. You haven't been named as the successor yet. You're just one of many candidates. So what? What a difficult person. Dangerous, too. The third young lord's martial arts were more potent and brutal than the demon cult's martial arts. And that sword technique was definitely that of the orthodox faction. How could the third young lord? Is he perhaps the same as me? Hey. More food here, please. Yes. Coming. It's been so long since I've had a proper meal. Slow down. No one's gonna steal it from you. Did they not feed you at the penal law hall? They only serve stale rice and wild vegetables. As you know, I couldn't eat that. Then. Is it all over now? Yeah, for now. Will there be any retaliation from the fourth young lord or higher-ups? Hong Yuemun is now crippled and can't even move. The higher-ups turn their heads the other way when it comes to fights between candidates, so I don't think anything will happen. Well, it's all over now. Now that everything's somewhat taken care of, you should all go back to your own organizations. Especially you, Dongpil. You've been with me way too long. You're not just a regular member of the Guardian Court, you're the third leader. You'd better get back to work. Squad Leader EUI, you need to get back to your responsibilities as Squad Leader too. I have been doing just that. I don't need you to tell me, yeah. You just need to keep doing that, then. Just like before. I'm done eating. See you. He's so heartless. Did he have to go away so coldly? Are you upset too? No. What's with your facial expression, then? It just felt like the young master was saying goodbye to us for the last time. Young master. I'm back. But is it okay for you to be moving around already? Thank you for saving me, young master. I'm glad to see you're doing okay. I'm so glad you're back safe. Yes. I'm glad too. So how's the fourth doing? He's in a very bad state. His energy core is broken, and the poison is taking over his body. He is holding on with his physical strength, but even if he gets lucky, he'll just barely avoid becoming a cripple. He managed to survive then. What's the likelihood of recovery? The physicians of the Blood Spirit Pavilion assessed that it's basically impossible. Even if they are able to heal the poison and internal injuries, the energy core is too severely damaged for him to return to his previous state. Alright. You're excused. I thought he'd end his life, but he actually let him live. Why did the third change his mind in that moment? Did he want to make the fourth suffer the same fate? The private meeting with the Internal Enlightenment Facility Master, the fight with the Berserk Demon Squad leader, and now the fight at the Penal Law Hall. The third has created more chaos than possible for one person in the last few days. But what's important is that he managed to achieve his goals in all that chaos. Interesting. So, this is how one side of the succession fight collapses, huh? Hong Yuemun, the son of the patriarch of the Jiaxa family, who had as much talent as any other child. Since when did it begin? That the cleverness became wickedness and the bright personality a mask. The fourth became sly like a venomous viper, like all those who had inherited the true blood of the Jiaxa family. But that was fine. It doesn't matter what one's personality is like as long as their talents bloom. He did the bare minimum. He was strong for his age, but that was it. That is why he lost. But the third is different. There was a time when he was similar to the fourth, but after awakening from chi blockage, he's been striving to do the most, rather than the least. It was a small but significant difference that decided the outcome of their fight. Young Master. There's a guest. Ugh. Who is it this time? I wanted to rest. It's been a while. How have you been, third young lord? What brings you here, Facility Master? What is it this time? There isn't anything unresolved between us anymore. I have a favor to ask of you. Could you please come to my residence if you have the time? Your residence? What do you mean? It's about the martial arts method you taught me. It hasn't been long, but there is already a difference. It's a very mystifying martial art. There's already a difference. That's not easy for most people to achieve. I guess they must be very talented. Yes, very much so. I had picked out that child myself to be my successor. Is it okay for you to be telling me something like that? It's not something I should be announcing to anyone, but you don't really care anyway, do you? Well, that's true. But aren't you trusting me too much? I do not trust people. I trust situations. And judging from the situation back then and now, I don't think we'll ever become enemies. Situations. Your successor's recovery is going well, so what do you want me at your residence for? It's also because of the child. I make all the final decisions in the Internal Enlightenment Facility, but the child is responsible for commanding and carrying out the decisions. Therefore, my hands and feet are basically bound right now. If this situation continues for more than a month, the cult will suffer severe losses. That's not good. For the Internal Enlightenment Facility Master, who has a strong ego and knows better than anyone how this cult works, to ask me for help. Well, so Yonsem would do anything to try and persuade me. If it's for the sake of the Internal Enlightenment Facility. The Internal Enlightenment Facility Master is a tough one to deal with. Look at her eyes. It's like she's telling me she won't accept no, for an answer. I'm so tired. Well then, it'll be better if we make a deal, right? I'm sure you'd feel burdened if I just helped you out one-sidedly. I'd be grateful for that. I'll be getting something too, so there's no need to be thankful. Well, is there something you would like in return? That's the problem. There isn't anything I can think of at the top of my head. Anyway, what I want isn't money or glory. It's freedom. That's not something someone else can do for me. Damn it, if I can just go out, I'd do anything. Wait. Go out. Facility Master, our blessed and merciful Internal Enlightenment Facility manages the livelihood of the cult, right? That's right. And all the goods that are distributed in the cult are sourced from outside. Yes, of course. Do they just get delivered here? Do you not go out to buy them or something? We do go out for important items. On that note, in about 2 weeks. The recovery of your precious successor. I'll make sure they make a full recovery in 2 weeks. No matter what. It's finally here. My chance to escape the demon cult. Now that everything's somewhat taken care of, you should all go back to your own organizations. Be especially you, Dongpil. You've been with me for way too long. You're not just a regular member of the Guardian Court, you're the third leader. You'd better get back to work. He's right. I got so used being with the young master that I almost neglected my work. Let's get it together. I'm sure I will see the young master again. I'm sorry to disturb, but the first leader wants to see you. All right. I'll be there soon. You wanted to see me? Yes. I'm swamped, so I'll get straight to the point. The escort of the demon army commander is in 3 days, as you know. Your duties have been changed. You're aware that the Internal Enlightenment Facility sends members of our cult out every 3 months for the delivery of important goods, right? This month happens to be that month. Am I supposed to go escort the cult members in charge of the delivery? But why would we? Things in the cult have been quite chaotic with the upcoming Mara festival. I don't think anything would happen, but considering the situation, we can't let them go on their own. When is it? In 2 weeks. The important details are all written on there. Burn it after you memorize its contents. Yes, sir. I'll successfully accomplish any duty you give me. Is it her? Yes. Her name is Juwa. She is just as skilled with getting work done as she is with martial arts. She was known for being a genius when she entered the cult. She's just in charge of a part of the facility, but she's also serving as an overseer without anyone knowing. Overseer. The Internal Enlightenment Facility almost came to a standstill after this child fell into this state. This just goes to show how many responsibilities she had. And how good she was at handling them. She looks around my age. But she's already overseeing an organization as big as the Internal Enlightenment Facility. Also, albeit just partially, she had deciphered the boundless technique within just a few days and utilized it enough to see improvement. What an impressive woman. I'll take a look at her condition first. What amazing demonic energy. He's only using a bit of it, but the quality of the energy is excellent. How can it be so? It's easy to conform her boundless technique with mine because she's already learned it partially. Now, if I just take out the toxic energy. Alright. The toxic energy is coming out through the blood. 10 days later. 1 day before the 2 weeks were up. Juwa finally woke up. Young lord. Yes. So what you're asking is for me to sneak you into the delivery squad without the cult leader knowing. Is that it? You got it. Do you realize how ridiculous that request is? I don't know about that, but I do remember that you said you didn't want this to be a favor, but a transaction. Can't we just end things with a favor, then? As you know, the ship has already sailed. Damn it. That mouth of yours. She says things like that too. She always behaved in such a poised manner. Why else would I have worked so hard to treat your successor? It's because I knew how difficult it would be to sneak me in. You actually want to deceive the cult leader? No way. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. How is that deceiving the cult leader? It may be deceiving the others, but not him. What kind of bullshit mean? What do you mean? The cult leader has no interest in his disciples in the first place. He just reigns over us. He does not dominate. Why? Because that is what it is to be a god. You know that. The cult leader isn't the only problem. If someone hears that a successor candidate sneaked into the delivery squad, others will be suspicious of the Internal Enlightenment Facility. I know that you have the power to crush rumors like that. Right. I do have that kind of power. Well. Alright, then. Wait until I'm done talking. Sorry. As you know, this is a very different matter from political retaliation or covering up malicious rumors. If things go wrong, the other organizations in the cult will try and interfere with the candidates. 2. Then the divine cult will be destabilized. What did you expect, then? Did you not ever worry about what someone would request from you after they help you bring a person back from the dead? I don't want to discuss the value of life anymore. I don't like to feel like I'm guilt-tripping you or anything. But this was meant to be a transaction. You're the one who wanted it to be a deal. Not a favor. Ah. You're too much, but I have no choice. Ha, indeed, we made a deal with the life of a precious child at stake, so I should keep my end of the bargain. Great. Wise choice. But it will take me some time to think of a way. I'm already stressed that the child wants to lead the delivery squad when she's not even fully well yet. You've put an even bigger burden on me. Your successor wants to lead the delivery squad. Yes, but as you already know, she's in no shape to take on such a role just yet. Of course, I said no, but she's really stubborn. How about we do this, then? May I come in? You sure are strong, to be moving around like that already. Who might you be? Something like a physician. I was asking for your identity, not your job. Identity. Ah, I guess I can put it this way. I'm someone who helped you get out of the chi blockage. Ah. This is the person who gave the martial arts technique. Thank you for the favor. You believe me when you don't even know who I am. Bowing is no big deal. Besides, this is the internal enlightenment facility. It's not a place where suspicious people can just enter. She's quick to judge the situation. I did hear that she's tenacious, but she's also flexible. Very well. With some enlivening of the core energy and half a day of warming up, you should be fine making the trip. Young lord. She's in a better condition than I anticipated. You won't have to worry as long as she's with me. No. She just barely got out of bed rest. If she were to pass out again, then. Facility master. Commandment of the delivery squad is my main duty. You have no idea how anxious I was the last 6 months because I could not fulfill that duty. I'd rather die than be useless. Please let me go with the delivery squad. We are finally leaving. It has been almost a year since I woke up in the body of the third young lord of the heavenly demon divine cult. I finally get to breathe in the air outside after what feels like a decade. Plus, if I do well, I might succeed in escaping forever. Our destination is somewhere near Jiangxi. That's not a bad destination. There are 2 safety houses in Jiangxi made for assassins. Of course, they are both quite far from the neighboring areas of the Guangdong province. But with my current abilities, I'll be able to get there if I run for 3 days without resting. If I can just make it there. I'm sorry. I was rude not knowing that you are the third young lord. Ah. Did the facility master tell you? It's fine, forget about it. It didn't even bother me. I should be the one apologizing for just entering your room like that. Thank you for letting me be here today. What do you mean? If it weren't for you, I would have never gotten out of chi blockage myself. There's no need to thank me. I just happen to know the method, and the one who saved you using that method was the facility master. Shoo. But, what is this familiar energy? It's very heavy, but also honest. It can't be, can it? I'm Yun Yi, the substitute commander of the delivery squad. I'm the third leader, Ma Dongpil. We, the third squad of the Guardian Court, will be escorting you to your destination and back. Thank you. What? Third leader. Third squad of the Guardian Court. Why did Dongpil have to be? Third squad of the Guardian Court, take your positions at the front and rear of the convoy respectively. The delivery squad is already made up of skilled members of the cult. Why do they need an escort? Ugh. This is bad. Anyway. How is your body feeling? Did you circulate your chi today? I did in the morning for about 2 hours. Let's do it again just in case. Yes. Ha. They say sleep is the best medicine. Just sleep for a bit, okay. Third young. Hey. Ha. That familiar voice is. That was definitely the third young master's voice. Hey, Dongpil. Here, over here. Ha. Young master. What are you doing here? Are you part of the delivery squad this month? Stop talking out loud and communicate with me with the distant whispering technique. Why are you guys in charge of escorting the delivery squad? No, in the first place, why does the delivery squad need escorting? Ha. Ah, that's. The atmosphere doesn't seem quite right as the Mara festival's just around the corner, so we were tasked to escort the delivery squad. Are you? Perhaps on some secret mission? Well, I guess you can see it as something like that. Anyway, you can't tell other people that I'm here, okay? Don't tell anyone. Ha. But. I knew things were going too well. To think that the very person I am the closest to in the cult would be here. Now that things are like this, will I even be able to run away? Ugh. Why can't my life just go the way I want it to? Damn it. The more I think about it, the more infuriating it is. How could I have been assigned to such a lowly mission with these inferior bastards? Squad captain, they are still a well-trained organization. Please choose your words more carefully. How dare you try to tell me to watch my mouth? Iron Blood Fortress Steel will squad captain MANHWA. You better remind yourself why I brought you in as vice captain despite your shitty swordsmanship. Understand? Now cut the crap and bring me my drink. We, the Iron Blood Fortress, are still the most powerful. Neither the righteous Heavenly Alliance nor the demon cult can do anything to us. Robbing the demon cult delivery team would be a piece of cake. Yet, we are supposed to work with those beastly bastards. They call themselves the Southern Savage Beast Palace, and they really live up to their name. They're just beasts. TSK, TSK. Look at the way they're eating. I don't get why anyone would ever want to work with them. Anyway. It's been about a decade since we last saw people from the demon cult, right? A delivery team. I hope it will be good fun. Ha. Did you sleep well? Ah. Young lord. Be careful. I'll get a scolding from the facility master if you pull a back muscle. Ah. It's already. I've been out for half a day. You've been asleep for a day and a half, actually. It was good that I put you to sleep. Your body was exhausted from all the activity immediately after emerging from chi blockage. Even if you've prepared well with the internalization of power and chi circulation, you're still human. Unless you're at the supreme peak level, you should rest when you need to. Ah. Well, you had a good rest, so that's fine. Take this. I'm sure you're hungry after being asleep for 2 days. It's rice balls and beef jerky made by the delivery squad. Eat up, but don't stuff yourself. Thank you. No problem. It's thanks to you that I am here. Goldie, come here. Wag. What the, that scared me. Let's eat, Goldie. Good boy. Young lord, that fox is. Ah, his name's Goldie. Is it your pet? Well, I just kind of ended up with him. I see. Wow. I've never met someone with a fox as a pet. I'm going to get some fresh air. Have some rest. Take care. Did you call me? Yes, young master. I'm sorry. I called you into the forest knowing that I shouldn't. There's no need to be so formal with me. I'm already stressed enough. Did you face any inconveniences in the carriage? It's fine. So, what is it? I called you here because I thought you should know this in advance. What is it that you're keeping so guarded? Is it something serious? It's a message we received in the Guardian Court before we set off. I think this is the reason we were assigned to this mission. Dongpil. Is this true? The world is filled with depravity, but we already knew that. The weather was rather cold, but the further south you go, the warmer it gets. What was the world you saw like? First Elder. Was it nice? The north is cold, for sure. Even though this fabric isn't meant to be worn, these carpets from the west should be helpful. Haha. You're so kind. By the way, how is living here in Jiangxi? The land here has always been good, but that's not all there is to life. Times have been hard. What's the problem? I heard that they've been all over the place collecting valuables. Things have been rather chaotic because of those robber-like bastards. Well then, I'll be going now. Oh. You're leaving already. I'll put in a word to the higher-ups when I get back. You have enough experience in managing a sect, but since the alliance is a new environment for you, I will look for a suitable position for you. Thank you, thank you. First Elder. I don't know who might have heard that your cultivation has reached the entranced realm, so please be careful. I'm worried that the evil demon cult members might do something to you. I may be old, but I'm still sprightly. Even if the demon cult leader were to come, I'll scold him and tell him to get out of my sight. Don't you worry about me. Righteous Heavenly Alliance's First Elder Yung Ilryong. Yung Ilryong. Chun Hajin. How is it being the Alliance leader's hunting dog these days? You're still doing such work at that age. How impressive. Yung Ilryong. My work is nothing compared to the effort you put in trying to steal the Alliance leader's position. Haha. You do indeed have a filthy and serpentine tongue that's befitting of an assassin. Anyway, it seems like it's about time you retire. You're not as discreet in your work as before. Thanks to that, people are talking about you, calling you the world's best martial artist or whatever. How silly is that for an assassin? Ha, why? Are you upset that some assassin is being more highly regarded than the First Elder of the Righteous Heavenly Alliance? Don't worry. I don't care about what the public thinks. World's best martial artist. Why don't you take that nickname? If you can, that is. Chun Hajin. Let me give you a piece of advice. You'd better watch your back. In the last moments of my life, the bastard who cut off my right leg without mercy is here. That damned bastard is nearby. Young Lord, I'm here. Let's have a drink. Hey, servant. Where's the young lord? Why don't I sense his presence here? He's not here right now. Yeah, I can tell. I just told you I don't sense his presence. Where is he? I'm not really sure either. He only said he was going to train. What? Training. TCH. He's already strong, but he's going to train even more. Huh. What's that? That's definitely the young lord's sword. Look at this guy. He's going to train but left his sword behind. I smell something fishy. Let's calm down. It doesn't matter whether Yung Ilryong is nearby or not. What was my goal? It was to escape. Freedom. I'll visit all the safe houses I've prepared throughout the Central Plains, recover my martial arts, earn money, then leave the country. Yes. Let's not forget my goal. Let's not abandon my dream. But I want to kill him. I want to rip that bastard to shreds. Young Lord. Are you okay? Ong. What is it? What's with you? Gasp. Young Lord. I'm glad there isn't too much to take back. That means the things we're taking are really valuable. What kind of audacious bastard would try to rob the divine cult? We still shouldn't let our guard down until we're done. Come to think of it, the patrol team's late. They're not usually the kind to dawdle. It seems like the terrain is slowing them down. Captain, are you okay? Hey. What happened? Why is there only half of the team? Huff, there's a fight at the handover point. Huff, kook. A fight. With who? I don't know. We're in the midst of making our retreat. There's a very skilled martial artist among them. A very skilled martial artist. Where is that bastard right now? Is this all you stole? They're all rare medicinal ingredients. But Why are they buying these in bulk? The Mara festival is near, but is this really necessary? Well, I guess that's none of my concern. Sir, there are no survivors on the enemy's side. We obtained all of their items too, so we just need to set the place on fire before leaving. There are 3 with minor injuries on our side. None are severely injured or dead. You useless things. How strong was the enemy that our people took minor injuries? How many did you say you let go on purpose? About 4 or 5. We can't be certain because they were too far away. You incompetent bastard. Just get the guys to load these up. Yes, sir. Ugh. Kook. Oh. You're quite the determined one. Aren't you the one who got hit by my palm strike? A green robe. I guess you're not from the outer cult, but the inner cult, right? The demon god. Won't let you off. How funny. You worship a demon god. All of you demon cult members are out of your minds. If you like the demon god that much, why don't you all die and go to his side? Do you not have the guts to die? I'll help you, then. If the demon god you believe in really exists, go beg him in the afterworld. Beg him to kill me since you died for nothing. Cuckoo. Let me meet that famous demon god of yours. Stupid demon cult bastards. What? I need to feed the kids. Tell your subordinates to bring something. Are you giving me orders right now? It's a request. I was told that your squad will be responsible for feeding us. Now, keep to your promise. Ha. You should think of all the things you already ate. We're just making a request. We need more food. Are you going to break your promise? You. Fine. I guess beasts like you need to be fed at all times. Why don't you feed on those demon cult guys? I'll provide more corpses for you soon enough. I'll bury all of you beasts once we're done with this. You southern savage beast palaces, dirty little beasts. Oh. This is horrible. It looks like they destroyed the building to erase any traces that might have been left behind. Yes, but it's a bit hastily done. I feel like they could have done a better job if they wanted to get rid of their traces. They couldn't have made such a mistake. That's right. This sloppy work is either a trap, or they must have ran to a very good hiding place where we won't be able to find them. Have you sent out a message to the nearest branch? Yes. Considering the distance, it should reach them in about a day and a half. I need some time to think things over. Please take care of the corpses. All right. It's too late to wait for orders from the higher-ups. In this case, it'd be better to take care of things first, then make a report. The cult has strong influence in Jiangxi anyway. We'll be able to track the enemy down even if we don't hurry. Thanks to a physician who came with me, I've recovered most of my martial arts. You don't have to treat me like a patient. Overseer Ju is really trustworthy. If she were someone impatient, or obsessed with just getting accomplishments, she would never be taking such actions. To have recovered so quickly from chi blockage. Did she mean the young master when she said physician? Dongpil, come to the carriage. I have a favor to ask of you. Ah, young master. This is the blade you asked for. But why? You'll be able to find their trail about 20 kilometers northeast. The enemy's pretty strong, so do try to avoid an all-out confrontation as much as possible. Ha! Young master, what do you mean? The Guardian Court's top priority is to safely escort the delivery squad back to the cult with the goods. Before uncovering who the enemy is, move as quietly as possible. What about you, young master? You'd better get moving. Yes. Ah. Young master. Something's not right. Clearly, the demon cult has strong influence in Jiangxi, but the righteous heavenly alliance's first elder is here. And the demon cult's delivery squad was plundered. I need to find out what the hell is going on. TCH. They sure are greedy. Anyway, when is that man coming? Were you waiting for me? It's been a while, Steel Will Squad Captain. What took you so long? I had some business to tend to. I'm not that late, though, so don't be too mad. So those are the renowned beasts. I don't know about renowned, but yeah, they are the beasts. It's been really annoying because of them. Smelly things. What's your name? Yul Young. So, you're the beloved disciple of the Beast Palace Master. Unlike the martial arts of the Central Plains, the martial arts of the palace is rather bizarre, and it is said that as soon as the opponent lets their guard down, even an expert martial artist can be defeated. I get it now that I'm looking at you. That potential chi energy. Even most peak realm martial artists of the Central Plains won't be able to endure 10 attacks from you. Why are you being so nice to that savage? What do you mean? I'm just making small talk. I'm surprised you even know who he is. Of course. Each and every one of the 4 outer wall palaces is an organization with very skilled martial artists. They're rather quiet now, but it's only sensible to find out as much as you can about an organization that you don't know will be an enemy or an ally. I don't get why that's a sensible thing to do. TCH. If they're an ally, work together. If not, just kill them. That's all there is to it. You need to do something about that temper of yours. If you wish to climb even higher, that is. No. I'm just gonna live my life as I am right now, then die. Anyway, I think that's enough for small talk. So, did you bring the promised item? Of course. This isn't a personal request, but one from the higher-ups. It's an important mission. Thanks to that, I even had to work with those beasts. So, this is it. The Jade of Calamity. What is it, though? Did you have to go so far to obtain it? One man's trash is another's treasure. Just think of it as something that I need. I see. What a deceitful old man. Well, that wraps up our transaction. I thought you'd stay to have a few drinks, but you're already leaving. I'd love to stay and chat like the old days. But I'm rather busy. How about taking this chance to enter the Steel Blood Fortress? Are you suggesting that I join the fortress? What's wrong with that? It's only natural to covet a talented person for their organization, isn't it? Thank you for saying that. Why don't you give it a serious try? Are you even in the position to offer me something like this? You're just a squad captain. Now why did you have to say it like that? Cool. You. If they're an ally, work together. If not, just kill them, What a refreshing saying. Hey, squad captain. You should figure out who your enemies and allies are first. You'd better fix that personality of yours in the afterworld. Squad captain. TSK, how many minions did he bring? What do you think? It seems like you already had your fill, but are you willing to have another meal? Heek. Sure. I wouldn't say no. Alright. Unpack here and be on standby. When will the first elder be coming? He went somewhere quite far from here, so maybe about half a day. That long. Is it okay for him to have gone somewhere so far on his own? Do you know where he went? I suppose he went to take bribes again. We're near the demon cult's base. For him to travel alone without an escort. You. Watch what you say. Sorry. The first elder went to pay respects to his mother's grave. That's what you must say if the Alliance were to ask the reason we stayed in Jiangxi. Alright. We're all dependent on the first elder. So be careful not to leak any stories about him. If anything goes wrong with the first elder, it'll be a problem for us too. What's that? Don't change the topic. Did you understand what I just said? No, look over there. Isn't there something strange about the woods? What's strange about it? There. The trees are being destroyed. Yo. I only heard that. He's going to visit his mother's grave. Cut the bullshit. I'll kill you if you don't tell me the truth. Cough, I got him telling the truth. Cough. The first elder of the righteous heavenly alliance leaving his escorts behind. That's already fishy enough. Since I'm already here, I might as well kill that bastard young Ilryong before leaving. At the very least, I'll take his leg. Thinking about him makes me feel an ache in my right leg that was cut off in my past life. Wait for me, you son of a bitch. I'm coming to kill you. You made a wise choice allying with me instead of the Steel Blood Fortress. Anyone would choose to ally with the side that treats them better. Those bastards have always looked down on us. How is the palace master doing? The medicine you brought us has had some effect. I think you will soon be up and running again. That's great. But what's that thing you received from him? Ah, you mean the Jade of Calamity. You don't need to know. All you need to know is that it's a treasure that will be useful in your work. Are you going to use it on the righteous heavenly alliance leader? Shoo. The wolves you brought sure have a great appetite. Beasts that can win against swordsmen. That's impressive. I'm seeing all kinds of occult studies that I've never heard of. The Great Beast King technique isn't some kind of occult study. It teaches beasts to learn how to internalize power like humans do. You mean they can understand your orders just from the movements of your hand? Yes. The Blood Wolf Squad and I are connected through our spirits and upper energy cores. So they understand even the most detailed of orders. I was curious whether something like that was possible when I heard that you work with beasts. How astonishing. If I use these guys to my advantage, I can take the position of the leader of the righteous heavenly alliance. What's wrong? Seems like the Blood Wolf Squad leader smelled members of the demon cult. Yes. I don't know the exact number, but seems like there are about 100. Have they tasted the blood of the demon cult members before? We missed a few, but it wasn't a bad meal. We ambushed them nearby. I see. I knew they would be out and about because of the Mara festival that's coming up. So, how are they compared to the Blood Wolf Squad? There are a lot of them. And there are some very strong ones among them too. Well then, will you show me how good your Blood Wolf Squad is? Let's stay out of this one. It's fine if it takes a while. It'll be over before sunset. Everyone, stop. Did you feel it too? Yes, it's not demonic energy. But it's very violent. It's almost inhuman. And this intense smell of blood. Yeah. I'm sure that means a lot of people must have died. Ichem. Who are you? Are they the ones who attacked the delivery squad earlier? Spread out. Everyone, watch out. Kook. Wah. Damn it. Wolves bigger than cows. Where did such monsters come from? Shit. Their skin is like steel. I can slice through boulders easily with just my inner energy, but all I can do is merely leave scratches on them. Even if I wanted to try and imbue my sword with my chi. The wolves are moving too fast for me to do that. Just purely attacking won't do. Moonlight Demonic Arts. Overseer. Delivery Squad, stay on the inside so that you don't get in the way of the Guardian Court members. This isn't a fair fight for us. We'd better retreat. I think so too. These aren't regular wolves. At this rate, we'll all be killed. The Guardian Court will protect the Delivery Squad from the wolves. Guardian Court's third squad, spinning formation.